What's up? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope y'all are having a great day. Hope y'all are having a great Saturday. I am having a wonderful Saturday. My husband and my son went with my mother-in-law to go look at cars. So, I got the house to myself, which is always wonderful because, you know, us moms seldom get any free time to ourselves. So, it's always nice when we do get a little bit of free time. Finish that bottle of lotion up. Yeah. I hope you guys are enjoying your Saturday, whatever you're doing. Like I said, I am just chilling out, relaxing, all cool now, shooting some b-ball outside of the school. When a couple of guys, they were up there good. Started making trouble in my neighborhood. I have a doctor's appointment. What's this week coming up? I think it's either this week or the next week about my weight. For those of you guys that don't know, I have really been just like in this era of like changing my life and getting healthy and turning around some really unhealthy habits that I had developed over the last 42 years of my life. For those of you guys that don't know, I'm 42. I'm 42 and I'm a person that is in recovery. I was addicted to drugs, past tense, was addicted to drugs for like almost 20 years of my life. And I developed some pretty nasty habits over time. And when I got sober in 2015, I carried some even worse habits into sobriety. For example, overeating, not exercising, not drinking enough water. And, you know, as you get older, those things really start to, like, affect you in a negative way, okay? When I was younger, I could get away with eating really poorly because I was younger. You know, so around the time when I turned 40, which is 2 years ago, I started to have some struggles with my health that are directly related to weight. So, I have been working really hard on retraining my brain to focus on eating healthy foods. Hey, Lori, thank you. I'm glad y'all enjoy my stories. I love telling them to y'all. My past, you know, drug use was very chaotic. There was never a time where I used substances in a healthy way. It was always crazy, you know, crazy, addictive, chaotic use. And so that's why so many of my stories are so wild. Because I would be up for days without sleep, you guys. Like 5 to 7 days without sleep, you know? And not sleeping is why I would have such horrible hallucinations, because I would go days without sleeping. Okay, I'm going to put on a little makeup just for the point, just because I want to come on here and talk to you guys. And I got a new blush from MAC. And I got a new lipstick from MAC that I want to try. So we're going to do makeup. I'm not going anywhere, but we're going to do it just because I can use those products while we chit-chat. So, yeah. Getting sober was a lot of hard work. But anybody can do it. It's not impossible. A lot of people make it more difficult than what it really is. It is simply just changing your behaviors. Now, I say simply, but when you've been doing the same behaviors for over and over and over again for so many years, it doesn't feel simple, and it can be challenging because those are habits that you have developed over many, 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 many years. 20 years is a long time to be doing a substance, you know? And it really affects you mentally when you've been using drugs for that long as well. This weekend, have y'all watched Unlocked on Netflix? So if you don't know, I live in Little Rock, Arkansas, okay? And they did a documentary here at our jail. It's called Pulaski County Jail, where what they were doing was they put a therapeutic community, which is it's called TC, in the jail. So basically what they do was the jail is normally on lockdown, 23 hours in your cell, 1 hour out. And the sheriff decided to bring something to the inmates to see if they could follow the rules, work together, and have this community in the jail. So he took one unit, which was H unit. So there's like A unit, B unit, C unit. There's all these different units because it's different floors and stories of the jail over off Roosevelt Avenue here in Little Rock. And they decided to take H unit and turn it into a therapeutic community. So basically, they popped the doors. No more lockdown. No more 23-1. The inmates' cells never get locked. They're allowed to come in and out of their cells as they want to. They're allowed to play outside, play basketball outside on their in the backyard of the jail. They're allowed to play chess and cards and all kinds of stuff. They just have to not fight. They have to have no doing illegal shit like making hooch or doing drugs, and they have to they have to keep each other in check, doing the right thing. So that was the experiment. This is exactly how they ran the prison that I went to in Little Rock, in Pine Bluff. They ran it just like that. It was a therapeutic community. You guys have got to watch it. It was really good. I got super emotional watching it because they had the guys that were on it, like, their stories were really impactful. They had one guy, his name was Crooks, and he is a methamphetamine addict, been addicted to methamphetamine since he was 8 years old, and he was in there. And then they had another guy named Tiny who was in there on some bogus charges. He ended up beating him, and you got to see his relationship with his son established. It was a really good documentary. Like, y'all need to watch it. If you like 60 Days In and all that kind of stuff, then you'll like this. But I thought it was really, really good. So I went to go see where they're at now because I was like really got into the characters, right? And Tiny got out of jail, and he is here in Little Rock working and doing well. Crooks got out, and he is in Florida. He went to rehab, and now he's living in sober living, and he's sober and working and not doing meth. I was like, it was so inspirational to see these guys like actually really try to do the right thing and work together and help each other. So the whole premise behind it is, instead of treating them like inmates and prisoners, give them privileges. Give them the opportunity to, have privileges to look forward to, so they actually make changes for the positive while they're in jail and not come back. So it's like trying to impact recidivism to keep people from coming in and out, There was a couple of guys in there that it was just like really fucked up situation. There was one kid in there. He was actually in there for murder. He ended up shooting and killing some people at a hospital here in Little Rock, and he actually was sentenced. At the end, it tells us he was sentenced to life plus 15 years, and this kid was probably like 22 years old. Then there was another guy, and these are two white guys. that got sentenced, and he got sentenced to 20 years. And it tells you at the end, like, so-and-so is in prison now doing his 20-year bid. And it's just like, damn. But y'all have got to go watch it. It's called Unlocked on Netflix, and it was really good. I got super emotional watching it because, like I said, I've been to prison. I know what it's like. I know what it's like to, like, miss your family, not have visits, and just, it sucks, man. It sucks. So it was really good. It was a good show to watch.
And to see the changes in her functioning, the difficulty that she was having with pain.
Okay. So I really just want to do my skin.
I'm curious how much the grief and loss.
I really enjoyed it, though. I would love to, like, work in the prison and, like, help people in there. That would be so much fun.
Some kind of, way I mitigated my grief. She was
like, help. And of course, like, you can only help people who want to help themselves, right? There's some guys in there that they don't want to change. They're not trying to do better for themselves. They just, you know, they're career criminals.
in check.
And they'll tell you, like, I don't give a fuck, I don't want to change. But the majority of the guys in this locked up show, they didn't want to be there. They don't want to be hurting, and they miss their families, you know. And so
I don't know how to.
It was really good.
Really accept her being gone, and so I think I clutter up my house and my life just to.
Yeah, I've done oil pulling with Guru Nanda's stuff.
So how is the stop
Why?
filling the void of the loss of your life?
Yeah, I think that would be so fun. When I went to prison, we had counselors in the prison I went to. And I'll never forget my counselor. This is that blush. Her name was Miss DeVos. And she really made a difference in my life, you know. That is so fucking pretty. She was such a good counselor. She really wanted better for us inmates. And she really worked with us to try and change our lives for the better, you know. She had an impact on my life. And there's several different counselors. Thank you. Yes, I was addicted to meth for almost 20 years. Yes, these are my real teeth. Just because somebody doesn't do meth doesn't mean they're going to have, does meth doesn't mean they're going to have rotten teeth. A lot of the reason why people have bad teeth is because of poor dental hygiene. You know what I mean? Okay. I had pretty good dental hygiene for the most part. I went to the dentist until I was 26, until I got kicked off my parents' insurance. Then, once I got older, I stopped going, and that's when I started getting problems with my teeth. But it's just small problems. Like, this tooth right here is fake because I fucked it up. I fucked it up when I was younger, and it got loose. And instead of getting it fixed, I just let it sit there, and it fucked it up. So if you have teeth problems, go get your teeth taken care of, because you don't want to have to get a tooth pulled like I did. But I got a fake one, so it's okay. But all the rest of them are real.
That's what I miss my Sylvie.
And I stay on my son's ass about taking care of his teeth. Because, like I said, it just takes if you keep your dental hygiene good, your teeth will be great. Okay. Damn, I really like this blush. So the reason why I really like it, do you see that sheen to it, you guys? Isn't that pretty? It's like, it gives my cheek like a natural glow. I love that. Love that. It's called Into the Pink by MAC. Honey, MAC is coming back. I mean, I guess they've never been gone, but like, they weren't really that popular for like a while. A lot of people kind of stopped using them, and they have been really popping up lately, and I've been like wanting all their stuff. So I got that, and then I got this lipstick, but first I need to do my eyebrows. injected meth for years, and I kind of overly brushed my teeth for a while there, which can also be bad because it ends up fucking up your gums and causes your gums to pull away from the teeth. That was an issue that I had, was over brushing my teeth.
Why there are so many clothes? Is this your stuff facilities or just yours?
But
Lots of dollars.
I remember when I had to get this tooth in the front pulled. Oh, I thought it was the end of my life. I remember I came home and the doctor had pulled it. The dentist had pulled it, but I didn't have the tooth to go there to replace it. And I came home and it was missing, and I was so embarrassed. I kept telling my husband, are you going to break up with, are you going to leave me? Are you going to divorce me? And he was like, am I going to divorce you because you are missing a fucking tooth? And I was like, it's not just any tooth. It's my front tooth. Like, it's not like it's like a back tooth. It's literally my front fucking tooth.
Really struck by Eric's tendency.
Oh my gosh. I have a new puppy dog, if y'all can't tell. And his claws are sharp. Look at all the scratches on my arm. Yeah, so I kept on asking my husband, are you going to leave me? And he's like, no, Nicole, I love you for more than your teeth. Like, come on, girl. Girl, come on now. I love you for more than your teeth. Did you guys see that girl, Mystical Lipstick, who unalived her boyfriend and her daughter and almost unalived another one of her daughters because she thought that the apocalypse was coming when the eclipse came? I have to say something, okay? Please, you guys, if you believe that the eclipse was going to be the the Lord coming back, or the devil, or magic powers were going to be bestowed upon you because of it, please do not follow me, because that shit is psychosis. You're in psychosis if you believe that shit. Okay, you are in psychosis. Like, I have been seeing so many people online, like, trying to prophesy and say, like, on January 7th, 2025, the sun will meet the moon, and the seas will rise, and blood will pour from the sky, and we're all... Y'all need to go... Y'all need to be admitted. Y'all need to be committed to a mental institution. Hey, Ron! What's up, baby? Okay? Like, this is, like, so sad. And there's so many people that are in this kind of, like, psychosis. They're calling it spiritual psychosis, but it's just psychosis, you guys. When you're, like, ranting and raving and babbling on about the end days 24/7, you need help. You need help. You shouldn't have to fearmonger yourself or anyone else to get them to believe what you believe. It is so scary because there's so many of these people online doing this now, especially here on TikTok. Especially here on TikTok. I believe in God, and I know my God wouldn't want me running around being afraid, okay? And he also wouldn't want me acting like I can hear him talking through me and telling people that he's coming down to take everybody. So anyways, that's what this woman was doing, okay? She was an astrologer, okay? And you know, that new age shit. And she was online. She had over 100,000 followers on Twitter. And she thought that the apocalypse was coming because of the eclipse, okay? She thought the end of the world was coming because of a solar eclipse, okay? Something that happens every so many years and has happened many times before this and will happen after this as well. It wasn't some magical day where everybody is going to get magical powers. I've also seen that. Some of you weirdos on this app talking about, have you guys been like sick after the eclipse? Or how many of you guys have your powers from the eclipse? What are you talking about? Are y'all okay? Are y'all okay? Then I seen this other girl talking about she's healing her own kidney infections. No, you're not. Oh my God. Like, what is wrong with people? To me, you know what that looks like to me? Meth psychosis. Are you smoking? Have you been smoking rocks? If I was walking around telling people that I healed my own kidney infection and that the apocalypse was coming because of a fucking solar eclipse, my parents would have had me committed. I would be in a straitjacket right now.
So let's just do a quick what's happening today.
I would be in a straitjacket right now. And the thing about it is, you guys, is that there are young, impressionable people following these people online. And these people are literally, they believe this with all of their heart and soul. They believe with all their heart and soul that the world is going to come to an end because of solar eclipse. Oh, Lord. Like I said, if it was me, they'd be like, she done relapsed. She's done back on that shit again. But y'all have to go look up this girl's account on Twitter. Oh, that's pretty pink. Like I said, this is the color Syrup by MAC. Like I said, her name's Mystical Lipstick. Go look her up on Twitter and you'll see what I'm talking about. Ranting and raving about the end times. Like, I'm so serious, you guys. Like, how is that kind of stuff, like, looked at as, like, sanity and sane? And why are people looking up to people and following people like that? Like, to me, that is, like, you're unstable. You're cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. You know? Oh, yes, it's gone. Oh, this is my second bottle of this, you guys. It's gone. Bianco Latte, R.I.P. God, I love this shit. I love it. This one's gone too. I got a refill coming to this one. Yeah, let me get that one. Let's get I think I want to do a pink sparkly eye on. Just a one and done eyeshadow.
Silver plated. Do we keep silver plated stuff? I don't know, you're gonna have to polish it. Okay?
Ooh, that's pretty and shiny.
How long have you had that humidifier?
I have been posting some videos that I posted a long time ago. I know you guys can probably tell because I look different in the older videos, but they're some of my most popular videos here on TikTok, and I know a lot of you guys haven't seen them, so I'm reposting them. But please, if you guys if you're like having these kind of delusions where you're like afraid and all that kind of stuff, please go get help. You're going to be okay. Okay? It is okay to believe that, you know, the Lord is going to be returning soon because of the state of the world. I believe that as well. But it should, the way you feel about that should end like right there. That you believe that that the Lord is going to come back soon. Right? You shouldn't be like trying to prophecy and hyper fixated and obsessed with the thought of all of it and all that, right? That's not healthy for you, and it'll keep you in fear, and fear is not healthy for you. Oh man, do you struggle with the length? You were on it. Not at all. I love being on it. I've been on it for almost 9 years, Gary, and it's the best thing I ever did. Right, Brittany. And then some people are saying these things, and then what happens is vulnerable people will watch them and go, oh, I can heal my own kidney infection? You mean I don't need to go to the doctor for that? And then they won't go to the doctor, and then guess what happens? They end up dying from these horrible, you know, infections and stuff because they don't go get help like they should. You know?
Nice clean house. I feel like $1 million. You can't take any of this with you.
Eric, all these canes, you gotta keep the golf club, you know.
If you guys, let me show you this up close. See all the different sprinkles of glitter in there? Isn't that pretty? Yeah, that's okay, Gary. Don't get off of it, baby. Just stay on it. Don't worry about what anybody else thinks or says, okay? People are going to be like, you know, being on that isn't sober. And, you know what I say? I don't fucking care what you say.
It's just hard to make that decision.
When people say stupid shit like that, I just say, you know what? My son has his mom in his life, and I'm happy and I'm healthy. And so that's all that matters to me, you know? If I ever come to a point where my little boy says, Mom, I don't like you being on medication assisted treatment, like, which I don't know why he would ever say that, because me being on medication doesn't affect him at all. But let's say that for shits and gigs that happened, then I might think about coming off. But for no other reason other than that, you know? Most people are on something, on medication, and like one of my very good friends was making a video the other day, and you know, y'all need to understand something. Sugar, caffeine, and nicotine are highly addictive substances. Highly addictive. And most all of you guys are addicted to sugar. Right now, you're addicted to it. Can't go a day without it. Would be deathly ill if you don't have it. You know, and so to watch other people try to like judge other people's sobriety, I always get a little chuckle out of that, you know? So don't worry about what they say. Fuck them. Just do whatever is best for you and your recovery. What is your question? It didn't show up in the comments. I just see I have a question, any advice. It didn't show the question, just so you know. Did y'all see a question come through? If you do, let me know. I'm putting just a little bit of pink in this outer corner, and then I'm going to put some a little bit of black eyeliner in my tight line, and then I'll be done with this.
So we're going to keep everything that's in this box and everything that's in this box too?
That's the tragedy of all of this. I've become very attached to all my clothes.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
I'm going to sit around naked all day in my underwear.
Like I said, I love Suboxone. It saved my life. I don't care what anyone says. I am thriving, honey. I am living my best life. I have an amazing life, an amazing husband. I have an amazing job. I have amazing coworkers, amazing support system. I mean, everything is going so great in my life. And it's because I have stability in my sobriety. And the way I have been able to obtain that stability and sobriety is through being on medication-assisted treatment. Your question still isn't coming through, sweetheart. If you're saying the name of a substance, you might need to abbreviate it because it will block it out. TikTok will. So I'm sorry. You know, try to use slang. Okay. Now I'm gonna put on a little mascara. But this freaking lipstick is so pretty. That's thanks it's MAC. This pinky color. Oh, Sex Drive. What is my advice for that? Well, you gotta get creative, baby. Okay. If you're on MAT and you feel comfortable with tapering down a little bit, that always helps. Going down on your dose. Okay. If you don't feel comfortable tapering down on your dose, then talk to your partner about bringing in some toys, you know, spicing things up a little bit. Me and my husband went out and got, you know, toys and stuff like that. But what really helped me was going down on my dose. I went down a significant amount, and that made it so much better. And now, if you're both on subs and you don't have it, then that's a positive, because that's, at least it's you both are together, and you don't have one partner wanting it all the time and then the other partner not wanting it, because that, I know, always causes conflict, you know. And so just try to communicate with each other. That's what me and my husband do. We talk about how we're feeling, and you know, try to make it work for each other, and make sacrifices. I mean, there's lots of times I don't feel like it, and you know what I do? I tweet my D and I make it happen, baby, because I love my husband. I want to make him happy, you know? So compromise and sacrifice, and communication. Compromise, sacrifice, and communication. Did you hear what I said? I said there's days I don't want to do it, and you know what I do? I twiddle my D and I make it happen. For my man, honey, for my man. And he does the same thing for me. So sometimes you got to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's not, and also a lot of people have to realize that, you know, me and my husband have been together for like 13 years. It's not like we're like teenagers and we are like every time is going to be like the first time. You know, we are in our 40s, and sometimes it just is what it is. I need my rocks off. Let's do this. You know what I'm saying? Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. See ya. And that helps too, you know, not having high expectations. And also another thing that really helps is not shaming each other. You know, for a while, I thought that my husband's lack of drive was because he was not attracted to me, and I was very insecure about it. I was very emotional about it, and it caused us to have a couple of, you know, fights. This is a couple of years ago. It caused us to have a couple of fights because I literally thought that he wasn't wanting to because of me, because he wasn't attracted to me. Had nothing to do with that. A lot of men who are on medication-assisted treatment struggle with low testosterone. And so don't shame your man. He is probably struggling to get it to work. And if that's the case, then he needs to talk to his doctor and get his testosterone levels checked. Most men that I know that have opiate addictions and are on Suboxone have extremely low testosterone. And that causes them to not be able to perform like they normally used to perform.
You know, that's the thing. Once you start throwing, things get broken, and you don't know. I just am amazed that went in from the doctor.
So just remember that too. But me and my husband, we talk about all this stuff. And that's how we make it through and have been able to stay together, because we communicate with each other about what we're going through and how we're feeling. We just hit that one bump in a road a couple of years ago where I thought that he wasn't attracted to me, and I was crying, you guys. Like, I was so devastated because I felt like he was rejecting me. And like I said, it had nothing to do with that. It had everything to do with low testosterone. And he felt embarrassed, you know. He felt embarrassed because he wasn't working like it should, you know. And that's hard for a man to even admit that, because they're automatically thinking it's something wrong with them, you know? So, anyway. What do y'all think? So, what did I tell you, girl? Communicate, compromise, and sacrifice. So, that means, like, sometimes you're not going to feel up to it. But you make that sacrifice and take one for the team, because the next time he's going to do that for you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't mean doing it against your consent either, because I know some people in here will be like, oh my God, are you... No. We're not talking about anything crazy like that. This is about being married or being in a relationship for a really long time with somebody. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, look at that shine, you guys. Oh, I love it. So, do we love it?
I love it. Okay. I hope you guys enjoyed hanging out with me. I love you guys. And if you missed this live stream, don't worry, because I'm going to download it and put it over on my YouTube channel, which is Discovering Nicole. You guys are all more than welcome to come hang out with me over there. And yeah, I love you guys. I appreciate all of you guys' support. And yeah, this is the finished look. Love y'all.